We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Washington Redskins. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? Too late. Come on, D. Watch tight end. Hey. You got three. Three down. Watch the safety creep. You go tight. You got tight.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Second and 12 at the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. Hey, Mike 52. Hey, pick your game up. Switch. Say.
Snap comes at 1. Now Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Tighten up. Yes. Ball trot. 53 to Mike.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he's got room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Bandit. Rush in. He's coming. We got double up.
Back to the air. Haskins after the pick six. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Greedy Williams, the rookie out of LSU, there to knock it away. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Check three. Hey, watch it, watch it.
They go play action now. Haskins throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for, and it's third down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Wide, get wide.
3rd down, here's Haskins. Got a man out of the backfield, it's Chris Thompson. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play that time for Cleveland. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Mayfield looks to throw. He finds Taylor, complete. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A toss play to Chubb. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guys at the cornerback position.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Redskins, nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Under crush, under crush, under crush. Check, 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 check.
On first down, it's Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? On first down, this is Geis. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Lucky.
Geis with a carry on second down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
That's another Washington Redskins first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. It's 1st and 10 from the 12.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Stay with your man. Joker, 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 Joker.
They go play action with Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Caleb Wilson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. when you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They toss it left side to Chubb. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And an alley to run. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
21, Redskins 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now Haskins to throw it. He's going to air one out for Anderson, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now. Haskins. And finding the tight end, Wilson. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Haskins now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Now Haskins on first down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Hustle. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Watch the out. Watch the out.
On play action, Haskins. This to McLaurin out on the left side. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Browns drive about to get started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
I hope you brought your legs because I'm about to take you to school.
They go play action. Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session, but coach, I was throwing to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Hey, alert 33.
Stays on his feet. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Only a yard on the 3rd down throw, and that leads to a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Bound to lose one.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now a toss. This is Geis. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I'm trying to collect. Check 9.
Now a run with Geis. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10.
Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Wait. Here we go,
Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Mike 53, 53, Mike. Hey, that's scared.
Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. Complete. Richardson has it. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Let's make these babies cry all the way, man. Hey, 51, Mike. Mike 51. I got you. Mike 51. Mike 51. I'm coming.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Strip that ball. Go. Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Quit talking about it and bring it. 53's the mic. 53's the mic.
On second down, here's Haskins. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Call it a gain of 3. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Ready? 15 on it. 15 on it. I got it.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They give the Chubb out of the gun. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
You think you won't get this? You think you won't get this? Mike 55! Mike 55! Keep it out.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
From the 24, Haskins steps away to his left. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 17 yards that time at a Washington first.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
This is Geis. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the Browns' 34-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Go.
They run Smallwood, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs, and let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Check 3, check 3. Showing it, showing it. 6. Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd.
They go play action now. Haskins. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Returnable here for Callaway. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
That good for 22 and a first down.
First down, Browns.
180. Right there, 56. Hey, watch the slant.
A first down throw from Mayfield. Being chased out left. He'll try and run it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
First down, Cleveland.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A run for Nick Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
on 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 35-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Here's Geis. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check 26, check 26. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Switch.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. And a completion to Wilson. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Wilson out of bounds at the 34-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Check 53. Get ready. Go. Get ready. 53 for Mike.
On 2nd down now, it's Thompson. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns' 29.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
The Redskins on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Again, a run with Thompson. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Redskins, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Check, ready. Henry. In your face. Over.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Caught by Wilson. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Pull it together. Mike, 53. Mike. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh? Let's go.
Play action. Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no. Watch twist. Watch twist. 53 is the mic. 53. Check 53.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Redskins on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I'm coming.
3rd and 2, now Haskins. They're able to locate Wilson. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Haskins now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They run with Thompson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis, his 4th touchdown on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
49. Check 49. Check 49. Point it right. Point it right. Point it right. Hey, alert 33. I got you.
Mayfield looks to throw. He finds his target, Beckham. The 30, the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 79 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Seibert on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. That's good for 28 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 60 out low.
Rabbit, rabbit. Rabbit, rabbit. Mike, 53.
On first down, it's Haskins. He's going to air one out. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Thompson, his second touchdown on the season, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. Extra point good by Hopkins, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Redskins 27.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Second and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Check safety, check safety.
And again, it's Chubb. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
5.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He finds an opening past the 40. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process. On the NFL scoreboard, they've gone to the 4th in Cincinnati. And looks like the Bengals starting to pull away in that one. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 31, check 31.
Chubb. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
So we got man.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Give the Redskins 13 there on a 1st down. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the 4th down in New Orleans. And what's been a wide-open affair, the Broncos have taken the lead. A win would be just their 2nd of the year if they could hold on. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
53, check 53. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Kill.
He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for Caleb Wilson. Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. 25. Check 25. Check. Fresh down.
Now it's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
27.
Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for Cleveland, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.